we now have our first 9 bikes awarded from this game. Let's now move on to part 2 of challenge mode in terms of the 3 bikes we can claim. As this time we are now going to be heading to Yamaha. As the 2 bikes we have got to get here are the TW225E and the Grand Majesty 250. Let's start off with the TW, which we can get in blue metallic. And once again we are starting off at Autumn Ring Mini. I reckon this is probably the only track we're going to be heading to in terms of claiming our 3 bikes. And this time it is Honda FTR up against the Yamaha TW225. I'd imagine that's also role reversal. In terms of us getting the... Okay. Yeah, sorry. I just remembered that the controller functions here are L1 and R1, not L2 and R2, because obviously we're technically riding a bike. Again, I am learning about this as I go further and further along, so do bear with me, because I am more or less trying to get re-established with these functions. If you can understand me, that is. But either way, there we go. Ah, I see now. Okay, so circle is the rear view button. Okay, that makes sense. Anyway, there we go. Our first mission in claiming a Yamaha is now done. And now we have to go after our other 3 colour variations for Yamaha. So that's our first colour and model claimed. Let's now get the other 2 colours for the Yamaha TW. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway. There we go. So that's our first colour and bike from Yamaha now claimed. Now we just have to get the other 2 in black and white. Time now to move on to challenge number 2 with the Yamaha TW. And once again, our opponent is the Honda FTR. And so, we shall see how we go. And up the inside, and it looks like this is going to be an easy win. Get a little nudge from behind, but that's okay because I have now got the second colour from the Yamaha. Now let's go and get our third and final colour that we can get for the Yamaha TW. I am also doing a lot of talking to myself. But either way, there it is. And now, we just have one more bike left to claim from the Yamaha TW, or colour I should say, and that is New White. So once again, at Autumn Ring Mini, I feel like that's probably the only place we're going to be for claiming these free bikes. But either way, I'm okay with that because it means I am making a start to the game. And that's more or less what I want to be doing. Because I figured I might as well get the free stuff before I get the licensed stuff. I could have competed for the Honda if I really wanted to, but I don't think that would have really mattered. Although I can definitely say the Honda was quite ambiguous there by attempting to pass me from the outside, but in the long term, it didn't work. I passed him anyway. And that's now the Yamaha TW in all three of its colour variants. And now, we just have to focus on getting through the scooters that we get from Yamaha. So, we have now won the Yamaha TW 225 in all three of its colour variations. Let's now go and get the Grand Majesty in 4 colour variants. The description is pretty self-explanatory once you get used to it. That's part of the reason why I'm not really reading it, because, well, I read it to you in the first episode. I don't really think it needs to be read aloud again. I think once is enough for me, but however you choose to view it, well, that's entirely on you. I'm obviously not going to judge you for having your own thoughts and opinions about how I do my shit. We all have our own ways. And in all honesty, I'm okay with that. So, that's now our first colour variation for the Grand Majesty. Now let's go and get our other 3, is it? Or is it 4? I think it's 3, but it could be 4. Again, as I said before, I am still trying to get myself back in the ropes of learning this game piece by piece and becoming more and more adaptable as I go further and further along. Anyway, there we go. That's our first colour claimed with the Yamaha. And now we have to get the other 3 colours that we have available to us. And then I think our next manufacturer is Kawasaki in terms of the free bikes we can get. But anyway, one Yamaha Grand Majesty chasing after another Yamaha Grand Majesty. In other words, this is basically a head-to-head on the same bike, even though we are technically riding scooters. But that's okay, because I am getting these bikes easily. So now we just have 2 more colour variants remaining. And then we can move on to, I think our next one is Kawasaki, in terms of the free bikes we can get in this game. I'll have to check through all the manufacturers to be sure, but I think that's right. But anyway, there it is. So, 2 colours down on the Yamaha Grand Majesty. And yes, I am basically making all of these look easy because of my prior experience with playing this game, and also with as much fun as I had playing this game the first time I got it. Even though I technically did get this game as a Christmas gift, but nonetheless, I still really like this game. I think it was Christmas of 2016 when I actually got this game. So I think it's fair to say that I am building up quite a video game collection, if I do say so myself. But either way, I do quite like bikes. And I figured now might as well be the time for me to, well, showcase a motorcycle game. Because I can do that. And now, we just have one colour to go. And then, we should be Gucci with the free bikes that we can get from Yamaha. So, one colour remains, with the Yamaha Grand Majesty 250. One colour remains, and then we've got all of our free bikes from Yamaha. And then after this we can move on to the next manufacturer in line. So, moving on. Now to our fourth and final colour variation from the Yamaha Grand Majesty. Hopefully we can do well. As I move up the inside, I mosey my way through, and it looks like this bike is going to be claimed easily. And it is. In just 23 seconds, we have now got the white Yamaha Grand Majesty. And so, we now move on to our bike collecting scene. I think I said that right. Anyway, time now to collect our bike. And then, we should be Gucci. Greenish White Cocktail 1. These are definitely some very interesting colour names, if I say so myself, but no matter. The Grand Majesty is now ours, in all 4 colour variants. And now, that is it from Yamaha. And I think our next one is Kawasaki, if I'm not mistaken. I'll check. Yes, it is, and it's only the Kawasaki D-Tracker that's next. But anyway, there we go. So that's now part 2 of the challenge mode done. And these are our 7 bikes that we get from Yamaha. Obviously, all of them have been showcased. I don't really need to showcase them again. And now our progress is up to 2.1%. So, next time on Taurus Trophy, free bikes, Kawasaki.